So prices are going down, and people have a very hard time believing that the price of everything isn't going down. There's a few things out there that are actually selling above prices from last year and the year before that. Most things are selling, like even just probably since March, I'd say most things in the valley are down probably close to 5%, like 3.5% to 5% just since March. But there is a product type that's been performing unbelievably well for the last 2-3 years, and that is the Abbotsford 1-bedroom condo, right? As you can see, basically since March of 2023, the price has just kind of been chopping around in this channel and not really doing anything. I've seen the prices of 2 beds come down. I've seen the prices of condos pretty much across the board come down. Abbotsford 1 beds for some reason haven't budged, but I think that's going to change, and I'm going to show you that in this video. I just sold a 1-bedroom condo. 3 days on market, multiple offers. We sold it above the price my client paid in spring of 2023. So he actually, well, he had to pay me, so he didn't make money, but fees aside, he actually would have made a little bit of money on this condo that he bought 2 years ago, which is insane to hear, because all you ever hear about the condo market is how it's so trash, everything is tanking, everyone's getting wrecked. Well, not for Abbotsford 1-bed condos, but again, what I think is about to happen. If we compare 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 to Surrey Central, look at the price gap. Look at how it's been closing over the last couple of years. They almost crossed over, and now they're both going down. Look at the price gap between Langley and Abbotsford, right? It's been slowly closing over the last little bit, and now the gap between them is the closest it's been since all the way back here in November of 2021. And even you look at the price of condos in Langley, Abbotsford has only just taken a leg down in the last month, whereas Langley's been falling basically the entire year. What I think is going to happen here is that you're likely going to see, places like Surrey Central are basically, and I said this before in a video, they're going to start stealing demand away from other areas because the prices in Surrey Central have gotten so cheap, like a brand new, top of the line, best developer, best location, 1-bed concrete condo on a higher floor is in the low 400,000s. When at one point this would have been a $550,000 unit on the resale market, or, on the pre-sale market, low 600Ks. Now it's in the low 400,000s, right? So you're going to have people where it's like, all right, I can buy this for 420, or I can go to Willoughby Langley and pay 480, right? I don't want to live in 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒, but financially speaking, this is a much better purchase, right? It's like Edmonton, all right? No offense. Nobody actually wants to live in Edmonton. They live there, or they move there. I should say nobody wants to move to Edmonton. They move there for financial reasons because it's cheaper, they can save money, and therefore have a better quality of life. Again, no offense. There's probably some stipulations to that statement, but broadly speaking, that's why people move there, right? So you'll probably see areas like 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 pull demand away from Langley. And then eventually the prices in Langley will start to go down because supply will accumulate. And then you're going to see Langley pull demand away from Abbotsford. Because people will be like, wait a minute, it's only a 20 grand difference to live in Willoughby Langley instead of Abbotsford. Well, I don't want to buy in Abbotsford anymore. Now I'm just going to move to Langley. It only costs me an extra $100 a month. So I think finally this is going to pull down the prices of 1-bedroom condos in Abbotsford when they've been super flat for a very long time. And I think my client probably managed to sell his condo at the probably could not have been perfect timing, because what he did was he sold his condo and now he's moving to a detached home with a suite. And after you add in the strata fees, it's going to cost him like an extra $50 a month because he's going to rent out the suite, live in the house. And it's literally like a net neutral move for him. I mean, and if you look, so he purchased this condo in May of 2023, right? So this is detached Abbotsford. The price then, the median price was 1.233 mil. Now it's $1,090,000. 140 grand less on median price for Abbotsford detached. Meanwhile, his condo went from 405 median to 420,000. So all that being said, if you have a 1-bedroom condo in Abbotsford, in my opinion, I think the prices are going to start falling just because the prices are falling in 𝐕𝐈𝐃𝐄𝐒 and Langley. Next, it will probably go to Abbotsford. So if you want to move from your 1-bedroom condo to a detached home, in my opinion, and again, could be completely wrong, I don't have a crystal ball, just taking a guess. In my opinion, now would be the time to sell your condo and make that move up into a detached, because I think the gap between those two product types will slowly start to widen now, where we maybe see detached trade flat, maybe go down a little bit, but you might see condos actually tank more than the detached, which will widen that gap. But all that being said, I could be completely wrong. It's just something that I've noticed over the last couple years, is that the prices for 1-beds really haven't changed in Abbotsford, yet the prices for everything else has. And if you'd like to chat with me about pulling this off, you can book a time to chat with me using the link down below. Otherwise, I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.